The new backup synchronization options that are available for Photoshop.com and Photoshop Element 7 members actually work in the background. So when you're working with your images, the actual backup synchronization process is occurring via your internet connection. You can notice here that we have a backup synchronization icon sitting at the bottom of our organizer screen. If we just click on that icon, we get a few different options here. This is actually the sync monitor settings. So in other words, this provides us with the ability to check how our synchronization or backup is actually going. For instance, if we select this option here, we can actually view all those files that have been backed up or synchronized. So it will display them in the organizer workspace. To go back to our full setting of files or our full organizer files, we can just click the Show All option here. Other options that we have in the Sync Monitor is to view those files that are not backed up. So these are the ones that are not synchronized and not backed up. They're ones that are not part of a backed up or synchronized album. And you can see the icon here for this album, before and after, has a synchronized icon on the album to indicate that it's being synchronized or has been synchronized. Another option here is to view the files that are pending. In other words, those ones that are currently being backed up using my internet connection. Now, depending on the size of the files that you're working with and the speed of your internet connection and the number of files that you're actually picking to be backed up, backing up can take a while. It's not an instantaneous thing, but it will occur, and it will gradually work its way using your internet connection to back up those files online. You can choose to pause backup synchronization if you wish. In other words, stop the process happening in the background. You might want to do this if you are wanting to watch movies online or something like that, which requires quite a lot of bandwidth or speed. The other place where we can actually check the synchronization settings of our online backup and synchronization system is in the system tray of our computer. So here we're running a Vista computer, and you'll notice that we have a little icon here that is sitting in the system tray itself. If I right click on that icon, you'll see we have a few options. One is that we can back up or synchronize only when the internet connection is idle, in other words when it's not being used by another program like your email program or your web browser. Second is we can choose to pause the backup or synchronization process at any time to allow us to take more advantage of the internet connection that we have for something like watching movies, as I mentioned before. Or the other option is to stop the backup or synchronization process at any time. Remember, these options are available from the synchronization monitor or the sync monitor that sits inside the system tray of your computer.